generations. And now, the power of two restores the one.
We got a bidet! Hey everybody, and welcome to another MLB the Show update video where I go ahead and go through a lot of the things that's going on in MLB the Show and then give my thoughts on what's going on. So there's been a lot of talk within the community about people's thoughts about how things are being executed with the game this year. And there has been a blog that was released from MLB The Show that I would say addresses a good handful of those concerns, and also kind of, tells us what we can look forward to in the future. So I want to go through that blog. It is actually pretty long, but we're going to do our best here on timing. I'm going to go through, read through the sections with you, and then give you my take on what they are talking about. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a look now at the blog. So the blog is titled Prepare for Season 2 at MLB The Show 24. So the majority of all this stuff is, talking about what's going to be, what you should do before getting to Season 2. And then what other goodies and surprises are coming along the way. So it says here, we're preparing for Season 2, what to expect on June 7, because that's when we switch over to Season 2. We're going to be progressing faster in XP reward path and earn XP bosses earlier. We're going to talk a lot about this stuff further down the blog, and so I'm just going to highlight these. We're going to be completing head start goals to get ahead when we start Season 2. Again, talking about later. Build Season 2 squads and ranked and battle royale. That was kind of an interesting one to me, and I really raised an eyebrow when I saw this next one. Use any cards in ranked co-op and some mini seasons and conquest maps. And then the last one, earn wildcard slots along the XP reward path. So let's see. It says here, Season 2 is right around the corner in MLB The Show 24, and we are going to make it easier to earn the biggest rewards as we start a fresh Diamond Dynasty season. So as Season 1 ends, we want to help you prepare for the Season 2 launch on Friday, June 7th. So we got a couple weeks before then. There are important changes driven by feedback from our fans, and we're going to help you strategize the final weeks of Season 1. These are a few highlights of what's coming. So progress faster in the Season 2 XP reward path and earn XP bosses earlier. So if you aren't aware, the XP bosses for the Season 1 XP reward path are all the way at the end. Basically, you have to hit 1 million and then some to get all 3 of them. And if you're like me, I didn't actually get those literally until like today because of all the different XP boosts. I got one of them today, not all of them, but all the different XP boosts they've been doing in just this little throw everything at the wall end of Season 1 content to get us there. So for me, it took forever to get that, almost all the way to the very end of Season 1. So it's nice that we're going to be progressing faster and getting those bosses scattered throughout. So maybe we'll get one around like 350, maybe one around 750 to 800, and then that last one probably right around right before the cycle that you can go through with the extra XP. That's kind of my guess, but we'll have to wait and see. Complete Head Start goals now to unlock your first wildcard slot from the Season 2 XP reward path on day 1. There is a little infographic later, so we'll talk about that later. Build Season 2 squads in Ranked and Battle Royale. Use any cards in Ranked Co-op and some mini seasons and conquest maps, and earn wildcard slots. That's all the stuff that was in the infographic in the beginning. So, what changes are coming in season two? So, MLB The Show 24 continues to evolve the season's concept first introduced in MLB The Show 23. With our goal to help keep your squads fresh, we will start seeing the season two notation in the top left corner. So, when you look at your cards, you'll see core, season one, or season two. So, you will start seeing the season two pop up there more. So, here's the big thing that's been talked about a lot as of lately with, there's still new cards coming out for season one. Why do they even matter? Why would people want to get them? Well, it's because they're saying here when we get to season two, there's going to be some things that they're changing in season two that makes it so that those cards are still worth your while to get right now. This infographic I thought was kind of confusing at first because usually check marks mean great, and then the yellow means and the red means not good. But it's kind of backwards here as far as like what the community wants. So as far as thinking about season two cards primarily, in ranked solo, you will be required to have only season two cards which include season two player items and core cards. Those are the only two options you will have in ranked solo. But amongst ranked co-op, you can use any cards you want. So ranked co-op, the casual head-to-head, the play versus CPU, and playing versus friends, you can use any cards that you have at your disposal. The ones with the yellow means it depends. So for Battle Royale, events, conquests, and mini seasons, some of them will require purely season two cards. Some of them will let you use all your cards. So you just have to get to those things when they pop up and see what you can use. What will happen to my season one player items? Well, they're not going to disappear. If they did, I'm pretty sure there would be a riot. But here it says, note all cards will become eligible in all modes again in season four. So season one, two, and three are going to be where we get legitimate new content well, mostly all the time. And then season four is going to be kind of like last year, where at the very end, now you can unlock a whole bunch of packs that have been, throughout the life of the game and, do what you want to with all your cards. What is the wild card slot? So this was brought up in the very beginning when the game first came out. And what the wild card slot is, let's say you go to play ranked and, it says season two cards only. So the S2 and the core cards. Well, if you have a wild card slot available, then you can actually put season one cards into your lineups. So if you have one wild card slot available, you can bring one in from season one. And this goes all the way up until 4 slots. So by the end of the XP path for season two, you could have 4 season 1 cards in your lineup. So when you get the first one unlocked, you'll have to do some, deep thinking about who do you want to bring in to help your season two squad from season one. For me, I think it's going to have to be a hitter just because pitchers only pitch every so often with their stamina in ranked. But yeah, you can unlock those along the way. And they did mention the head start stuff, which we'll get to in a little bit, that will help you get your first one right away when you jump into season two. So let's see. It says you can earn and unlock the 3 wilds. So let's see. They're creating a quick start. Yep, we'll get to that. Head start rewards will get you one of those if you do all of them. They will have double XP weekends, which will help you get more of those wildcard slots. And they are going to have more than 200,000 rewards in various programs at the start of season two. So they are planning to dump a ton of content for season two, which should be very, very good considering that they, in my opinion, did not have nearly as much content for season one that I thought they should have. Okay, what can I do in season one to help me in season two? So the season one recap program. So I actually went through and tested, how long did this take me? Because, I do all the programs, I do what I can to collect cards, and going through and just submitting, cards from storylines, cards from the weekly rewards, season awards program, the other programs. If you're completing all these things, then you get to go into the season one recap program and collect them in there too to get progress. And just from collecting what I had already had before this program dropped, I got about halfway through it. And then I started playing, trying to do the season reward or the season awards week 9 stuff. And by the time I was done with that, I had almost everything else unlocked. So uh, it will unlock quickly for you, and you'll be able to get a whole bunch of players that you can collect for season one collection as well, which will bolster all your players to choose from with for your wild card, but also it will help you get closer to the collection rewards from season one, which, you know, boosts everything as well. Head Start rewards. So this is what we've been talking about. We finally get to this infographic. So here are the 5 things you're going to want to try to do before season 2 comes out June 7th. You're going to want to complete the Show Classics program, the season 1 recap program, the Egg Hunt program, season 1 awards, and season 1 collection, at least 250 cards. So the season one awards, you basically want to collect and complete season or the reward program week 1 through 8 at a bare minimum. And if you do all 5 of these things, that will guarantee you a wild card spot on day 1 for June 7, season 2. Um, in the past, you've also gotten more rewards for this. So if you look here, it says while these tasks give individual rewards, if you complete all 5 of them, you will earn enough progress to unlock the first 10 levels of Season 2 XP reward path, including the first wildcard slot, which is nice because, like I said, you'll be able to use a card from your Season 1 players right away in Season 2. This is something I thought was interesting. So in storylines, it says the Negro Leagues will have its 3rd installment of storylines on Monday, June 3. So that's before the season 2 comes out on June 7. As you play through, unlock core rewards to fill out your starting season 2 team. There's even more core rewards to earn in Storylines Derek Jeter, and these core cards are eligible when season 2 begins. So I don't know if what they're saying about the Derek Jeter part of it is, hey, go back into Derek Jeter storylines and get those core cards that are available, or if they're saying there's going to be added ones when this comes around. So I don't think they're going to add in more. I think they're just alluding to, hey, you should go over there to get some, but I don't know. So I'd I'd put my money on the fact that they're just going to have new storylines for the Negro Leagues and not necessarily the Derek Jeter part. More core cards. Find more core cards in the 30 live series collections. Lou Gehrig program, which is not out yet, that is coming out May 31st. Nation of Baseball Conquest Map Classic mini seasons and in the Jackie Robinson Day program. So everything except for the Lou Gehrig program is already released. So if you've done those already, well, then you're out of luck on those. How will Season 2 impact Team Affinity, other programs, and XP reward paths? So Team Affinity and other programs. So when Season 2 releases, it's going to drop with Season 2 Chapter 1 for Team Affinity. Now, if you are trying to use cards from Season 1, the stats you get from those will not count towards the Season 2 stuff. Only Season 2 players are able to unlock progress in the Team Affinity stuff. So if you're using Season 2 players or core cards, then you get progress in the Season 2 Team Affinity. Cannot get any from the Season 1 players. Let's see, the XP reward path. It says they heard a lot of feedback surrounding it. Yeah, so for myself, I thought that the XP reward path was very lackluster. I never paid attention to it, quite honestly. I was always wondering, like, man, am I getting closer to getting those boss cards? But it took forever. Like I said, it took all the way up until almost the end of season one for me to get one of them. And so the fact that I didn't even know I was unlocking things from this, I think that means, that it's a terrible progression system right now, which boggles my mind because I feel like they've done better in the past. But needless to say, it says that they will be, beefing it up a little bit. There'll be big adjustments in season two. It says knowing players will be starting with their core cards and will be earning new in-season cards. The XP reward path will provide much quicker progress than with more XP to be found throughout the different Diamond Dynasty modes. As mentioned earlier, more than 200,000 XP will be available in different areas of Diamond Dynasty at the launch of Season 2. This does not include gameplay XP that you will earn at a faster rate. Because on June 7, we start double XP weekend with a quadruple gameplay XP cap. So that you can start flying through the Season 2 XP reward path and unlock your first wild card. So there'll be double XP weekend right away. And it sounds like that cap that they do for every day will be quadrupled. I've never hit that cap, so I don't know what it is. It is our goal to improve pacing in the XP reward path in Season 2 and for players to have an easier time unlocking rewards in the XP reward path than they did in Season 1. We want you to build your Season 2 squads as effectively and efficiently as possible so that you can continue enjoying your Diamond Dynasty experience. In addition, the first XP Reward Path boss pack will be available earlier in the XP Reward Path than it was in Season 1, which is nice. I'm just curious how much earlier will that be? Because there seem to be some cards, like the progression of the cards didn't always make sense. Like they would climb up, I think it was like 92, 93, whatever. Then there'd be like a 97, and then it would drop back down to a lower number. And that just didn't make sense to me. I think it should progress to the higher ones, but it's probably going to be all over the place now because of uh, those bosses appearing earlier. So I'm very curious to see what ends up happening with all that. What's in store for Season 2 content? Well, the programs, Team Affinity Season 2 Chapter 1, which will be expiring at the end of Season 2, will drop with 89 overall player items featuring one player from each MLB team. This will be available at the launch of Season 2 alongside a new ranked Battle Royale event and more. New season awards programs and themed other programs will be released throughout the season. Look for the first other program shortly after the launch of Season 2, where you can find reinforcements for your Cornerstone Captain team builds. So, if you don't remember, one of the things that we were told when the game released was that when these new seasons drop, there will be 4 Cornerstone players that we can choose from to kind of kickstart our team for the season. As far as I know, they have not announced who those 4 will be, but it sounds like there'll be a program that will help boost or at least get boosts from those cornerstone captains. Let's see, the last little piece here. 2024 MLB Draft Home Run Derby and All-Star Game. So in July, the MLB All-Star Game takes us to Texas. We're preparing for an exciting MLB draft alongside the must-watch Home Run Derby and All-Star Game. This is one of our favorite times of year to drop new cards for our fans. Season 2 content will also honor 3 MLB The Show legends who are going into the National Baseball Hall of Fame this summer, and we'll have a big content drop to celebrate. But those won't be the only Hall of Famers you will see in Season 2. For now, enjoy this fan favorite legend coming to the Season 2 XP reward path on June 7. So this is the card that we get a small preview of what's yet to come. So I think this is technically the first Season 2 card revealed for MLB The Show, and we'll just have to look forward to what comes next. So thinking about where we're heading with the Season 2 stuff, make sure to go through and do those programs. I know there was a handful of cards that I kind of had on my watch list for the app, and I got all of them but one for the cards that come in the purchase. the special packs, not the live series packs. So like I was looking for Max Clark. I was looking for Winslow Perez. I was looking for there was one more, I believe, that I wanted that I got. I can't remember. Oh, Casey Mize. So just by going through that program, I got all three of those cards. The market is dropping considerably for a good chunk of those cards as well because they are populating. So just be aware that if there's a card you're looking for, there's a good chance you could get it from packs, or the price of it is tumbling in the marketplace. So be on the watch for the cards that you've been wanting. Also, just try to get through the programs. They have, put an emphasis on if you complete the programs, then you can go into the recap program and collect those cards, the card at the very end to gain more boosts in there. And so overall, it's just going to help you with your XP reward path currently. What do we have for season two? Well, it sounds like they're trying to do better for season two. Again, I don't 100% understand how in the world that they thought season one was a good initial plan, given that they've already done seasons last year, and they kind of knew how much content they should be putting out. You know, they the seasons before were shorter, but now they are considerably longer. And so it strikes me that it almost seems like this section of season one had probably similar or less content than the season one from the previous game. And that's saying something because the last game, like I said, was much, much shorter. So I don't know. Maybe they're gathering the feedback from that. Um, what I'm interested in from season two is I'm curious to see if we get more new legends along the way. We did get Jake Arrieta not too long ago, so they are, and CC Sabathia. So they are showing that they are releasing some of these players along the way. I'm curious to see what type of card art we get in the future for new cards, but ultimately, I'm curious to see how much playable content with the other programs and Conquest and mini seasons and all that we end up getting down the road. That's my only main concern with the game right now. So I'm looking forward to it. Now, as far as the whole issue with the cards and stuff, I really don't like the pack thing that they're doing as of late, especially it hit a little harder for me knowing that in the season rewards pack or season awards pack, excuse me. The very beginning there was a tiger that I could unlock, but then there was like three or four other tigers that were chosen for it, but they were all in the paid packs. And so that really bothered me that I feel like in the past those cards were um, able to be unlocked. And nowadays we have to unlock half of them and then buy the rest. And I don't think that's cool. I also think it's kind of lazy what they did with the City Connect stuff. In the past, there were other program associated with all the City Connects. Now they're just maps. So we can see the connections that are not being made. We're seeing what used to be a norm and it's broken apart, and then we're being told that we're getting more than we did before, which is clearly not the case. So I'm probably rambling at this point. I love the game. I care about it. I want to see progression within the content that is coming out. Dang it all, give me a Detroit Tiger from the 2006 era, please, for a new legend. I would love to get, you know, Brandon Inge, Kenny Rogers, Maglio Ordonez, or my favorite player of all time, Carlos Guillen. Can we get somebody from that era, please and thank you. But if you enjoy this type of video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I try to cover MLB The Show content as much as I can. I definitely do how-to videos all the time where you can see, how everything plays out and you can pick up on different patterns and whatnot that I do, like for instance within Conquest, that basically makes it so that it's easy to accomplish all of the maps, minus maybe the extreme one that'll be coming out later on in the show. I actually have never done one of those, but all the other ones, they will be available. Drop us a like if you liked the video and drop us a comment letting us know your thoughts on this blog that came out today. I'm sure it's going to be covered in detail with some sort of presentation on June 7th, right before they release it and push the button. But it's good to kind of take a look at things and speculate now too, just to kind of prepare ourselves for what is yet to come. And then, as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.